Tom Joad got out of McAllister penitentiary. There he got his parole. After 4 long years on a man-killing charge, Tom Joad came walking down the road. Poor boy Joad came walking down the road. He met a truck driver and he caught himself a ride. He said, "They just cut me loose from McAllister pen on a charge called homicide." That truck rushed away in a cloud of dust, and Tommy turned his face toward home. He met Preacher Casey, then they had a little whiskey, then they found out his family, they were all gone. His family weren't home. He found his mother's high heel and his daddy's hat. He found little Muley and she said they'd been tracked out by the cats. Then Tommy walked down to the neighbor's farm. There he found his family. They loaded up in a car. He brought Preacher Case, and Tom's mom said, "We got to get away. We got to get away." The 12 Joads made a heavy load. Grandpa Joad started to cry. He picked up a handful of land in his hand, said, "I'm staying with my farm till I die." They fed him short ribs and coffee and soothing syrup, and sure enough, he did die. They buried Grandpa Joad on the side of the road. They buried Grandma on the California side. They stood on the mountain and they looked toward the west, and it seemed like a promised land. A bright green valley with a river running through, and there was work for every single hand, they thought. Joad rolled away to the new pseudo home, started cooking up a stew. The hungry kids of the jungle camp said, "We'd like to have some too." Then the deputy sheriff fired loose at a man, shot a woman in the back before he could take his aim again. Preacher Casey dropped him in his tracks. They placed Casey under arrest and they took him to jail. Case was slick like a snake and he got away, made his way to the old river bridge to meet Tom Joad and to say, "I preached for the Lord a mighty long time, about the rich, about the poor, and us working folks. We've got to get together cause we ain't got a chance anymore." The deputies come, Tom and Casey run. They made it to the bridge where the water runs down, but the vigilante thugs hit Casey with a club and laid him out on the ground. Poor Casey. Tom Joad reached for the deputy's club, bashed him blunt over the head. He took flight in that dark rainy night with a deputy and a preacher laying dead. Made it back where his mother was asleep, and he woke her up out of bed. Kissed goodbye to the mama that he loved and said what Preacher Casey said. He said, "Everybody might be just one big soul, and it looks that way to me. So everywhere that you look, in the day or the night, yeah, that's where I'm gonna be, Ma. Wherever little children are hungry and crying, wherever people ain't free, wherever men are fighting for their rights, yeah, that's where I'm gonna be. Everybody might be just one big soul, and it looks that way to me. Everywhere you look, in the day or the night, yeah, that's where I'm gonna be, Ma. Wherever little children are hungry and crying, wherever people ain't free, and wherever men are fighting for their rights, yeah, that's where I'm gonna be."
Well, I heard a mighty rumbling, and then I looked around. was a